Dear colleagues and supporters, we declare that Pfizer, Moderna, BioNTech, Janssen and AstraZeneca and their enablers willfully withheld and omitted crucial safety and effectiveness information from patients and physicians and should be immediately indicted for fraud. We know that shortly after administration of these products, thousands of people have died. And although correlation isn't causation, reasonable criterion have been applied to examine the relationship between injections and the events, and it's absolutely clear-cut that these are the cause of death. Mechanistically, the design of these products was knowingly deficient in a number of ways. First, they cause the expression in the human body of toxic virus spike protein. Unlike what they told us that it would stay in the injection site, they distribute widely around the body. There is no built-in limit to the amount of toxic spike protein that can be made or for how long it is made, and that's the cause of the toxicity. Turning to the clinical trials, there is evidence of questionable practices all around. For example, several of the studies were clearly unblinded while they were ongoing, contrary to best practice. And also, in a number of cases, subjects were removed from the database prior to statistical analysis in a way that is suggestive of fraud. We were given blanket assurances time and again by all of the companies about the benign safety profile of their products, even as the products rolled out, and in the earliest weeks, they must have known this was not true. To add insult to injury, it appears that these products provide little or no protection from the virus that they sought to protect us from. Finally, turning to the non-clinical studies, my area, the packages are hugely compromised by omissions of standard safety studies, which, regardless of regulatory requirements, should have been done because they do impact human safety. Specifically, so-called ADME tox, looking at distribution. It does leave the injection site, and they told us it didn't. They have not conducted complete reproductive toxicology, without which these should never be given to pregnant women. The consistency of the materials being tested in toxicity tests, and even not all the components have been through toxicity testing. And finally, they cannot claim lack of anticipatory knowledge because the companies and the FDA knew that products of this type would produce many toxicities. Dear colleagues,